Hey everyone, welcome Public Land Hunters. What we're doing today here is some late season scouting again. I'm going to each individual piece of public land that I hunt, and we just got a fresh snow last night, so what I'm doing is finding these fresh deer tracks and I'm following them and I'm seeing where these deer are going after rifle season. So you can definitely find some real good areas that these deer are hiding in to set up on next year. So let's go ahead and keep on walking here and we'll see if we can kick something up. Alright, I've been following him for almost a quarter mile. I'm pretty sure this is a buck's track, and what I noticed is he made a big loop around to come into this bedding area here. Last year we had a really nice 8-pointer bedding right here, so it could be even the same one. So I'm going to keep on going up in here and see if I can kick him up out of here. Like I said, we got a north wind, and I see he just circled way downwind to come up into his bed with the wind blowing right in his face so he can tell if there's anything in there. Alright, I just came up on this buck's bed. I probably didn't go another 15-20 yards than where I just was, and let me go ahead and show you guys. And like we've been saying with these other videos here, these deer are still out in the cattails quite a bit after this rifle season. They're not back anywhere is really near a tree. Closest tree here is about 40-50 yards away, and they're just staying away from those, especially the bigger bucks. So if you're heading out late season, make sure you're out in the cattails walking around and trying to find the closest tree to set up on these bucks' beds. You guys just see that? Holy smokes, that's a wall mower, public land buck. He couldn't have been 10 yards away from me. What a monster. That was definitely a wall mower buck out here on the public land. And wow, this is why you get out here, you do your late season scouting. Whew. Right here's where that big buck was bedded down. What a giant. Alright, I want to quick talk about this buck that I just kicked up, his set of tracks, and why I decided to follow this particular track. As you can see, some real nice fluffed up snow here, and this track just looked really fresh when I first came upon it. We just got a nice fresh snow last night. You can see it's a pretty wide track. You can see they're spread apart just a little bit, and then some of the other tracks I can see his dew claws pretty well, and it's just overall a pretty nice sized deer track. So that's why I decided to follow it, and you can see the payoff when you come out here after a fresh snow and start following some of these deer tracks. That's why it pays to get out, do some late season scouting, and you're already getting pumped up for next year to go see a buck like I just kicked up. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep on following these tracks and see exactly where this buck came from. Alright, so I'm back to my truck here, and I found this buck's tracks where he actually originally came from. You can see him right behind me here in the ditch, and he came from private land. So I don't know the reason why he got kicked up and decided to come over onto public, but he's there now, so hopefully he stays.